Hi guys, so it's gonna be a little different today because I decided that I didn't want to waste no more time and just get it over with. I'm in my uniform. Yes, I work at Burger King. I'm at a different store today and it's super slow here. But I just want to give you guys an update of my life. Like I told you guys right now, I've been having kind of a mental blockage for like writing and creativity a little bit. But I think it's because I'm focusing more on like the bigger picture right now. But I want to show you guys that I'm still here, that I'm still trying to be consistent with my 2 videos a week, even if I don't make it Mondays and Tuesdays. And I want to tell you guys that I just realized that this summer starting represents a huge end and beginning of a cycle for me. Maybe if I told you guys where I was 2 years ago and where I was a year ago and where I am now, you guys will be able to understand how much it takes for me to adapt to all this new life. 2 years ago is when I fell for meth again. So 2 years ago during this summer, I was up in Palm Springs and I sit there and I remember I realized, oh shit, I've been smoking meth for a month. I'm back after being sober for 7 years. I'm sitting there in the middle of the desert and I'm like, holy shit, I'm a user again. Fuck. And then it just spiraled up and down from there. You know, that was 2 years ago, 2 summers ago. Not this summer, but the summer before that. And it wasn't scary then, because then the reason why I fell back for it is because I'm like, I started doing it little by little, you know. It started with the boy, of course. And, you know, he was like, oh, let's get high, fuck around, this and this and that. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it once just for you, you know. And the next thing you know, I did it 3-4 times just for him. And the next thing you know, I'm in Palm Springs doing it on my own. And I realized I'm a user again. And I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck did I just do, you know? But like I said, back then, I still thought that I had a hold of it, that I had a hang of it. And that is what my friends bites you in the fucking ass. You don't have a hold of meth. Nobody got a hold of motherfucking meth. Meth will get a hold of motherfucking you. My friend just posted on Facebook today. She goes, don't fuck with me. I will fuck you up like them drugs did. So don't mess with me. So that was the beginning, you know, and that's when my escorting started looking messy and everything started going thrown out the window, and I started going and hiding up in Palm Springs just to go and be that, because out there were no expectations of me. I was a new guy and I was just another story, another cliche story, another young escort that came in full of life and left in bones and skin. You know, that's all I was for that city, and that's all that anyone out there like me will ever be. It's cold-hearted, but it's the truth. I'm a dime a dozen in those kind of scenarios. I'm not a dime a dozen making it out, because not a lot of motherfuckers make it out. I tell you that much right now, because them motherfuckers are still stuck out there. Still stuck in Palm Springs. They're still stuck in the same shit, and they're going deeper down. And you know what? Power to them. They're going to make it out when they want to make it out. But like what I'm saying is that story of going to Palm Springs and being an escort and falling for drugs and then never leaving Palm Springs the same, it's something that happens a fucking lot. You know, and something that I talked about with a friend of mine is that Palm Springs is not for people like me to stay for a long time. If you're smart enough, you go out there, you get your motherfucking coin, and you get the fuck out, you know? But that's not what I did, and that's not what happened to me. And that's where my addiction truly started, you know? And then a whole year passed, a half a year passed, and then I was like, what the hell? I don't even know I'll do the math later. But bottom line, that was 2 years ago. And last year, during the summer, is when I was towards the ending of one of my long peaks. You know what I mean? Meaning that on this February of last year, it's when I decided I wanted to start getting clean. And by June, I wasn't clean of last year. I was actually really heavy deep into it. I remember it was Gay Pride. Gay Pride is next month here in San Diego. And I remember it was Gay Pride, and I told myself, I'm going to be sober for Gay Pride. I want to be sober for Gay Pride, and I wasn't. And I don't know. It's just, I don't want to be that in there again. You know what I mean? Like, back in the time, I used to do it because I wanted to run away. I wanted to not feel myself. I was like, my life is just so shitty right now. It doesn't matter how much more can I really fuck this shit up, I would think. You know what I mean? And this last relapse that I had, it was like, it made me realize, like, I'm glad I had that relapse, because it made me realize that I have nothing to run away from. I feel silly. I was like, bitch, what are you doing? What, okay, so now you're high. You don't feel good running away, right? You want to be back in your life. You want to be back with your baby. You want to be back at work. You want to be with your friends. You want to be fluid. You don't want to be perpetually stuck to your own head, you know? So last year, it was when the mess was big. You know, it was the initiation of my redefining before my reinventing last year, and it took me a whole year since then, because like a month or two after Pride is when my sober period started becoming longer than a month. And now my sober periods are longer than that. You know what I mean? And my high periods are even shorter. They're minimized to being high for a couple hours, and then, you know, and then my pattern of conducts have changed already. And it's an analytical way to do it. You know what I mean? But that's how my sobriety is working out, and that's what it is. I'm documenting my path to there, along with my path to my, you know, my stardom and you know, not school and all this kind of new shit that is happening. So seeing myself there, and like a year ago, I had no fucking hope that I was gonna ever keep a job. Now I'm a manager. I had no hope that I was going to keep no job. I had no hope that I was going to live, for God's sake. I didn't know. I wouldn't make a plan for next week because I didn't know if I was going to be asleep or awake next week, you know? And now I can see myself in 6 months from now finishing something. I can see myself in a year from now doing something with my YouTube. And just to be able to picture myself in a year from now doing something better, it changed my whole state of mind, you know? And I think I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. And I think whatever God's might be for my unconquerable soul, because if I hadn't fought either to destroy or to rebuild myself, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And it's something that I'm really highly appreciative of right now, and it just makes me really appreciative of my life and where I'm at and my fucking shitty job that I love, and this beautiful person that I'm spending time with, and my fucking friends and myself. Like, I'm just so in love with myself right now, and that's where I was, and that's where I am, and that's who I am. We're all stars. We're gonna shine no matter fucking what. Bye, guys.